Welcome to Learning Life Skills Together. This is our weekly community Zoom meeting where our guests help us to go deeper into the 4 life skills and open up a huge array of chances to practice them. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Zoom meeting number 36 with Angela Guerriero. And as always, we're going to begin with practice. This time, a practice led by our guest. And so I think you will enjoy this practice. So, Angela, thank you.
Sure, thanks for having me. So we will start with music today. So we're going to start with a lullaby. And for anyone listening along, you can listen and there'll be places where you might want to sing along as well. So just settle in where you are. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And if you have any little ones near you, you can snuggle them close and just close your eyes. And just take some deep breaths here. Sleep, 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 sleepyhead. Sleep, sleep, snuggle in your bed. I will keep you safe and warm. So sleep, 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 sleepyhead. Just notice how you're feeling. And this time, if you'd like to hum or ooh or la 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 along, you can. Ooh, 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 ooh. Time I'll sing the words again, but I'll drop out on the word sleepyhead. So if anyone wants to put their child's name or children's name in there, you can personalize it. Sleep, 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 ooh. Sleep, 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 ooh. I will keep you safe and warm, so sleep, 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 ooh. And just maybe notice your breathing, notice how your body feels right now.
Wow. I have to wake up a little bit here. I noticed I sort of went into that place where my breathing was going along. So not on the music, but with the music as part of it. So since unfortunately this is recorded and we can't ask how it is for folks out in our audience, how is it for you, Angela?
Oh, I feel nice and relaxed because the beauty of singing is you have to take nice, big, slow breaths with lullabies to sustain through the phrase.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling nice and relaxed and calm right now.
Yeah. And so had I had a baby in my arms and had I been humming along, the same thing would be true of me, I think so. And possibly of the baby as well. I mean, that's really what we're sort of going for, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah. So, that idea of, things being the same for the parent and the child when it comes to music, whether it's listening to music or making music, is kind of the theme for our talk here. Because what we're concentrating on right now in learning life skills in the way that it's rolling out is this idea of emotion regulation. And so I think that's a lot of what happens with music, and I'm wondering first if you would introduce yourself a little bit more formally with, sort of what your work is, because I know it's varied. I know you from Westchester University, but there's also more.
Yes, I teach at Westchester music education and music therapy, or specifically adapted music education. And I'm also a music therapist and early childhood music educator, and I teach piano lessons. So outside of the university, I have a practice, Tempo Music Therapy Services, right in Westchester, and another one in New Jersey. And the lullaby that I shared is from a program called Music Together, which is a worldwide program, and we teach those classes at my centers as well. So everything I'm sharing today is also available on Spotify. I specifically chose songs if families would like to go to look for music together on Spotify, they can use them at home as well.
Wonderful.
Yep, and I work in a fully inclusive environment, so all of our classes and groups have children with and without disabilities in them.
Beautiful. Thank you. So let's start talking here about this parent and child together. I mean, the term that we're using in the program itself is co-regulation, and that's one way of thinking about it is that we're regulating each other even. So I'm wondering if you could talk with us a little bit about this lullaby scenario first. What's happening? How does that co-regulation work?
Sure. So all of the lullabies are pitched specifically so parents and children can sing when children want to sing along. So it's in their register. But the children look to their grown-ups to help them to regulate. Yeah. So if their grown-ups or their carers are afraid to sing or afraid of the music, it makes it challenging. So we do a lot to make sure people are comfortable singing along. And then when the parents are more relaxed, the children see that. And in the class setting, the children don't always look to the grown-ups that they came with. Sometimes they're looking across our seated circle. So it's important that we all know we are all impacting the children in our environment.
Yeah. So just the way we're holding ourselves, the way our faces are, and then the sounds that we're making as well?
Yes, and with the little ones, a lot of times I encourage the carers to lie down with them for lullabies. Lullabies are a great way to transition into that sleepy time, which sometimes can be a challenge, so we practice doing that. But if the little ones lie on the grown-up's chest and you're singing in a lower register, they can feel that vibration through your chest, and they can feel that chest voice, and that can be calming as well.
Wow, so there's a whole lot of roots in there, or routes, depending on where you're from, I guess. Yeah. So the song then is doing a lot of different things. It's letting us participate together. It's actually creating those vibrations that the child can feel, and I'm guessing that that's pleasant and part of that ultimate safety that allows you to go to sleep.
Yes. Yeah, because a lot of people use bedtime stories. But if you put a lullaby in there too, it can really help to co-regulate and to relax along with the bedtime stories.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes children are just not ready to relax yet. And that's okay too.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And so how do we handle that, though? Because that can be pretty frustrating for a parent. I think you get ready for the whole bedtime thing, and then it's not really looking like it's going to happen for us right this moment.
Yes. So matching where the child is really is a great way to do it. So if your child is dancing around, not ready to relax, trying to force them into bed is not the most effective way to do it.
For sure.
So being silly and dancing and matching where they are, having more upbeat music, and then gradually getting slower, gradually getting softer. That is a more efficient way. So it's called the ISO principle in music therapy. It's matching their mood. So if someone has a low energy or is lethargic, you can start there and gradually bring the tempo up. But it works the other way too. So if a child is agitated, you start high energy and then bring it down, because the lullabies might not be able to reach them at that point.
Yeah. So there's other music for those other times?
There's lots of other music.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if we could explore that whole sort of spectrum of encountering the child with music, or going back and forth together with music.
Sure. So the best way, the thing I recommend is parents use music that they like, because the children see what you like, see what makes you happy.
Yeah.
So you don't always have to use children's music. You could use folk music. You could use anything you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the liking part that really matters, I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yes. And being silly too. So if parents feel that they're not singing right on pitch, that's okay. They look at your positive disposition to the music, and that's what they'll relate to. Yeah. So, and you don't have to play guitar. That's why I said everything's on Spotify. If anyone wants to use it.
Right.
Yeah. So would you like to do another song?
Yeah, I'd definitely like to. When you say you're not asking me to sing, are you?
All singing is good.
All right.
But for the purpose of this podcast, it probably won't work if we're both singing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So, this song is called Singin' Every Day and Every Night. So, I will start it a little bit faster, and you'll notice the guitar is going to be a little thicker, just strumming more as opposed to finger picking, which is a little thinner. So I'll start it louder, I'll start it faster, and then we'll gradually get slower. So imagine if you have a group of wiggly kids that want to dance and not settle down, and you're ready for them to settle down. Singing every day and every night, singing every day and every night. La 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 So the participation part of this too is you can be dancing, you can sing with the la 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 parts if you'd like. Sing it every day and every night. Sing it every day and every night. La 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 la. And then asking children what they want to do and engaging them in the process is always great. So maybe they want to fly like birds. Maybe they want to swim like a fish. Find out what they want to do. Maybe they want to just wiggle around. That's all okay. Wiggle every day and every night. Wiggle every day and every night. La 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 la. And then maybe instead of wiggling or flying, the next one could be crawling. What animals like to crawl? Maybe a bear, or maybe a dog's walking, or something like that closer to the ground. Crawling every day and every night. Crawling every day and every night. La 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 la. So I'm still pretty upbeat here. And then maybe there's something that likes to slither like a snake, and we get even closer. And I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. Slither every day and every night. Slither every day and every night. And then we keep going in the la la las. And then maybe we practice nap time because we can practice a lot. Napping every day and every night. Napping every day and every night. Do 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 do. And at the end, I just leave it with my voice and some finger picking and not even any words, just syllables or ooh, to make it really nice and simple.
Yeah. Because by then, people are not quite as intensely attending, right? Yeah. Cool.
So we want to really match where they are, and it can be counterintuitive. So if a child is fussing, it can make their carers and grown-ups a little agitated as well, or frustrated. So by starting where they are and then gradually coming down in tempo, the speed of the music, and gradually coming down in dynamics, the volume of the music, and even the timbre, like the thickness of it, singing with a lighter voice, that can help regulate the grown-up and the child.
And so we're right back to that place where the parent needs to be paying attention to what's happening with them as well. Yeah, yes. Which is kind of our foundational skill of attention in learning life skills. And so that segues, it brings us right into that capacity to work with our own emotions. And now you're showing us sort of how it can be to work with our emotions, expressing some emotion and having that come over to co-regulate our child.
Yeah, lullabies really are tools for parents to help soothe their children. That's the secret of the Music Together classes and groups, is it's really for the grown-ups. It's really for the grown-ups, not the kids.
So a bunch of agitated, aggravated parents arrive, come together, and settle themselves in, and suddenly the kids are different. Is that it?
Sometimes it takes a while. It takes almost the full 45 minutes. But
yeah, and I think that's really important to keep in mind. Is that these prescriptions are not all that quickly digested. Yeah, interesting. So, but little ones aren't the only ones who respond to music, right? So, how is it for kids sort of on the next rung of development? Because we're talking about these pretty young kids that we're getting to slither on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's it like a little older, and is that same co-regulation thing happening?
Yes, it might look a little different, but so far we were talking maybe ages 5 and under. Mm-hmm. Ages 5 to 8, they still like to do that too. They still do. And then when you get a little older, it depends on the group and how silly they are and what they like to do.
Yeah.
But for example, a recent Saturday morning group, everyone came in just low energy. It was unusual. Everyone came in lower energy. So I said, we're not going to use any of our movement props, any of our scarves. We're not going to use any of that. We're just going to sit and sing. We're just going to sit and sing together. And that helped to kind of get everyone co-regulated in the group. And then we did a song similar to the one I just did, singing every day and every night, but the opposite. So we started slower and then gradually got up. So by the end, everyone was really co-regulated to the point where they were not really low energy anymore. They were just ready to go out in their day in a nice calm state.
Yeah. So that's what you were saying. 8 and 5 to 8 was that group?
Yeah, 5 to 8.
Yeah. So what if we theoretically move above 8? What starts?
Yes, sometimes they don't want their parents there. So that's the trick.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to speak to working with parents or within a
group? I mean, so you could do both for us. I mean, since you're working in that way, you have the experience of doing it, and so let's take that side first. You got this group of kids, and they don't have their parents, or their parents are against the wall at the back of the room, right?
How did you know?
Yeah.
So with them, a lot of times we use drumming and we use rhythmic work because that's like the fun, cool thing to start with. So the same principles happen with drumming as they do with anything else, with all of the other music that we use today. And for a drum, you could even use pots and pans. Anything can be a drum. And you can start just simply with a beat. You can start with the pulse, or like feel your heartbeat, or just start with a beat. And then layer everyone in, so one child at a time, until you're all playing the same beat. And then you can get fancier from there, and they can have solos, and they can show off and do anything they want to do. But the same principles happen. Like you can get faster, you can get slower, and anything can be a drum. So that really does help, because if children are agitated, or if they do come in and something's bothering them and they don't yet have the words to express it, they can put it in the drum.
Yeah, that's great, because that's again one of our larger themes here, particularly in the emotion regulation part of things, is that the kids need the vocabulary to express how they're feeling. And when I say vocabulary, I don't just mean specific words or names for emotions. It's like you're saying, they can get it out there. They can say through the drum, this is how I'm feeling right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Wonderful. And for children that I work with who are non-speaking, it's a great avenue for them to express themselves.
This is it. Perfect. So that's a class, and the parents just sort of bow out. How can a parent or a carer use music with these older children? As you're saying, they might not want to participate. They might not want to, hum the lullaby with the parent. But are there ways, sort of bringing what I think of as that, calming power of music, or that, expressive power of music, both sides of that.
Yeah. So I, again, always recommend starting with what you like. So find songs that are child appropriate, but songs that you like, that you have fun with, and sing them together. Maybe every day do a different song and share a song with your child. Maybe there's a day your child wants to share a song with you. So it's a time that you are setting aside for musical moments. Something else is we can do lyric substitution. So that's kind of like what we did the lullaby. I said put your child's name in instead of singing Sleepyhead. You can take a really fun song and make a verse about your day. Make a verse about the weekend. Rewrite the words. Nothing's saying you can't do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And do that back and forth with your kid. Yeah. Okay, so we could just sing together. Is there value in just listening to music?
Absolutely. Depends on the age of the child and also the temperament, if they want to participate or if they want to listen, because some children really want to participate a lot. So you have to always follow your child's lead with all of this. But listening to music is great too. Like I said, sharing music you like. And it doesn't always have to be calming music. It could be anything, and then maybe there's a story there. Why do you like that song? And then maybe your child will share a song. Why do they like that song? Did they learn it at school? Where did that come from? Children tend to like music that they see their parents like. They look at your affect. So I've worked with young children who liked 70s rock.
I'm sure.
And through working with children, you can tell what their grown-ups like.
Yeah. Wow. So, well, do you have another song for us to sort of bring us one direction or another?
Ooh. Okay, let's do this one. Some of the listeners might recognize this one because this is a folk song. The Water is Wide.
I love it.
And it's been done so many different ways and different acoustic versions and live versions. This one, we changed the words to My Child and I. So we can do that. And what I'll do is I'll just start dropping out a little bit more and a little bit more with the words. So we make it less complex as we go on to promote relaxation. This one is also available on Spotify too. So for little ones who start with music, they are more apt when they're 8, 9, 10, 11 to remember and have memories of it. And lullabies carry a lot of information.
Yeah. So each time we sing it, you can sing your child's name in there, and sing different words in there. You can hum along, but for the carers to notice how they're feeling in their body and let the music relax them. Maybe this is a song that they remember from their childhood that they can then pass on to their children. Something else I like to do too is using flashlights. So we make stars on the ceiling, we make stars on the walls, maybe on our hands. But you can personalize this, like whatever works for you. Maybe there's another routine that you like to do that you can add music to. Thank you for that. That really got to me. That's a song that I can't remember not knowing. So I think that as you were saying that idea of memory, that idea of holding a song, is really part of what it does for us in terms of emotion regulation.
It does, and music carries so much information. You can hear a song and just be right back where you heard it another time.
Yeah.
So if we can embed music into daily routines or bedtime or any place else in the car and just have those memories that we can imprint on the children.
Yeah, well, we've been going, absolutely, and we've been going pretty heavily at the bedtime thing. Yes. and so I mean, and that's really wonderful because the sort of the lullaby, as you were saying, carrying all that information. And when I sing the songs that I sang to my daughter when she was a babe in arms, all of that comes back, and it's really sweet. But there's crazy, silly stuff too, as you were saying, like in the car, and
Yes.
yeah.
So we have a car song, like vroom, vroom, riding in the car. Here we go. There's, as you said, you can change any words to any song. So any song about a train or a car or a boat or like anything, where is it going? So I have one client, we're always going to the ice cream store. We're always going, and we're going for strawberry ice cream at the ice cream store. So that's where we go. So it's like, where do you want to go? At the beach. Okay, so what do we do at the beach? And you sing about that. There's just a lot of songs that are about trains, because kids love trains. Songs about cars, anything like that. Or even, some of the popular songs out there, they're only 3 chords. They repeat quite a bit, and the repetitive nature of it lends itself to making your own verses up for things. So having that positive disposition towards music and being silly and changing the words and saying it's okay to change the words.
It's okay to change the words. It's okay to not be in tune. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Period. Right? Yeah.
It's absolutely, because those musical memories can last a lifetime.
Yeah. So one of the things that we do, sort of as we come towards the end of a meeting, is to ask our guest if they have a watchword for us or some words of wisdom. So if you sort of scrape everything back to the back of the griddle, what do you come up with? I don't want to put you on the spot here, but then again, maybe there's something that you just have to sing or play.
Yeah, I would just say, pay attention to yourself, be in tune with your child, and be silly.
Yeah.
Be silly. It's all okay.
That is something that I don't think people can hear too much of. Go ahead and be silly. It's okay. Yeah. Well, Angela, thank you so much for playing for us and talking with us. And I think we will all remember, be silly.